Good afternoon. I'm Congressman Chris Smith, and I strongly believe that the explosion of anti-Semitism in the United States and worldwide must be exposed and rigorously combated. On this day of action against anti-Semitism, special thanks to the Orthodox Union, ADL, AJC, Jewish Federations, and Hadassah for their extraordinary work and for organizing today's rally. 2 decades ago, the great Jewish human rights leader and former political prisoner in the Soviet Union, Natan Sharansky, testified at one of my congressional hearings on combating anti-Semitism, and he said, and I quote, "There are 2 important components in this new phenomenon of anti-Semitism. One is using an anti-Israeli campaign for strengthening anti-Semitism, and the other is classical anti-Semitism, the old deep, primitive prejudices against Jews." Mr. Sharansky proposed a simple formula for exposing anti-Semitism, masquerading as mere policy differences with the nation of Israel, and he called it the 3D test: demonization, double standard, and delegitimization. All 3 manifestations of anti-Semitic hate are on full display today as violence against Jews erupts on America's streets and throughout the world. The unprovoked massive Hamas missile attacks on Israeli citizens earlier this month was an act of extremist terrorism, and the loss of Israeli lives was only mitigated by the Iron Dome missile defense system and a justified counterattack by the Israeli Defense Forces. Israel, like every other nation on earth, will never allow its people and cities to be destroyed by thousands of missiles without deploying whatever it takes to stop the violence. Anti-Semitism in the United States, as you all know so well, which has already been worsening according to the FBI, more than 60% of all anti-religious hate crimes in the U.S. are directed against Jews, is now exploding as never before. People of conscience must stand in solidarity with our Jewish brothers and sisters against this rising tide of hate. Our words and deeds must be clear and bold. We must resolutely reject anti-Semitism in all of its ugly forms and manifestations.